Hola mi gente y bienvenidos a Spring Spanish. Mi nombre es Paulísima, my name is Paulísima, and I'm one of the Spanish teachers here at Spring Spanish YouTube channel. So, escuchaste mis consejos, you heard my advice, and you're finally dating that Spanish speaker of your dreams. But now you're freaking out. Because they've invited you to their place because vas a conocer a los papás. You're going to meet the parents. No te preocupes, do not worry, porque en este video vas a aprender. In this video, you will learn everything that you need to not only survive, but to thrive when you are meeting los papás, the parents of that special person que habla español. That speaks Spanish. Empecemos. First off, wouldn't it be super cool that you show your motivation to learn Spanish to your in-laws by telling them, guess what? I've just subscribed to this super wonderful channel on YouTube que se llama Spring Spanish, that is called Spring Spanish. Yeah, do it right now. Y dale click a la campanita, click on that little bell so you get notified when there is a new Spanish lesson ready for you. We have 5 of those, free of course, and they come out from lunes a viernes, from Monday to Friday here on the YouTube channel of Spring Spanish. En Mexico es común, in Mexico it is common to refer to the parents of your significant other as los suegros, the in-laws, even if you are not married with this person. It's like as soon as the relationship is somewhat formal, when it's been, going on for a long time, when you are like Facebook official, for example, when you have that kind of like long relationship, it is common to use the word suegro to refer to your father-in-law, but it's not really.
Mom, Dad, this is Greg.
Hi, Greg. I'm Pam's father, Jack Burns.
Yeah, it's great to finally meet you.
And suegra, your mother-in-law. And actually the diminutive is preferred, so you can call them suegrito or suegrita. And I don't know, I'm not sure if this tradition, this habit, this costume that we have in Mexico, it's also common in other places of Latin America. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. Número 1. Saluda. Greet properly. The first thing that you should do is learn the right pronunciation of their names. Since it's the first time you're meeting them, I suggest you use an honorary when you talk to them. How do we do this? Pay attention. So, for males, we use the word don plus the first name, or the word señor plus the last name. For females, we use the word doña, and it's followed by the first name, or the word señora, which is then followed by the family name. Let's say the name is María Rodríguez. So you can say, buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas tardes, señora Rodríguez. Or buenas tardes, doña María. Now let's do the father. Let's say the name is Antonio López. So we can say, buenas tardes, don Antonio. Or you can say, buenas tardes, señor López. After the initial greeting, always ask how they're doing. And this is when the formal usted becomes handy. So you're going to say, buenas tardes, doña María. Or buenas tardes, señora Rodríguez. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Super important. Don't say ¿cómo estás? If you say ¿cómo estás, you're referring to this person as tú, and you don't want that. It's their first time meeting them, so you're better off saying ¿cómo está? When you ask them this question, ¿cómo está? They'll probably tell you, oh, it's okay, puedes tutearme. You can talk to me as tú. Or puedes hablarme de tú. That's the same thing, but with another way to say it. Follow their leads when it comes to the exchange of greetings, So in the case of the father, a firm handshake will do. In the case of the mother, perhaps a kiss and a hug will do. Atención, atención, atención. Muy importante. Very important. Even if you are not personally introduced to every person in the room, make sure you acknowledge everyone. Why do I say this? Because, perhaps Aunt Mary was there in the room and she was having a bad day and she didn't say hello to you, but she was there. And trust me, you don't want to go to history in that familia mexicana as the ungrateful person que no saludó a la tía María, that didn't say hello to Aunt Mary, even if she didn't say hello to you. Pasa mucho. It happens a lot. Número 2. Acomídete. Acomídete. This translates as volunteer. Yeah, but it just loses so much in translation. Acomídete is what my mom used to tell me every time I was going to visit another person's house. She would be like, acomídete, acomídete. And yeah, it's like make yourself useful. That's a very translation. Yeah, so make yourself useful. You do have to know that being idle, it's probably the worst sin that you can commit in a Mexican household. So don't be idle, always acomídete. You see the mom coming in with some cups, acomídete. Yo le ayudo, señora. I'll help you, man. You see the father coming in with some chairs. Yo le ayudo, señor. Yo le ayudo, señora. I'll help you, sir. There you go. Acomídete. Número 3. Impress them by speaking fluent Spanish. Obviously, the best way to impress them will be if you speak fluent Spanish to them. Si estás constantemente, if you are constantly looking for the right word, if you're constantly stumbling, if you perhaps even accidentally offend them with your poor language skills, don't take that personal. Yeah, you're probably not gonna make a good connection with them. But if you don't have to worry about your español, then it will be easier for you to just, show them la persona tan interesante que eres, the interesting person that you are, y será mucho más fácil, it will be way easier causar una buena impresión, to make a good impression. If you like some help improving your Spanish or learning from zero, check out the free Spanish training right there, where you will discover the method that we use at Spring Spanish Academy to teach our students to speak fluent Spanish without having to think about grammar all the time. In that same link, you even get some free Spanish sample lessons that come directly from the Academy. So check it out. You will find the link in the description box. Número 4. Párate derecho. Stand up straight. Please. I can't stress this enough. Por favor, párate derecho. Please stand up straight. If you're slouching, it will come out in the comments that will follow the very moment when you leave this household. Everybody's going to be criticizing you about how you're slouching, and trust me, las mamás mexicanas, Mexican moms, spend probably a good 80% of their time correcting their children's posture. So really, I don't think any Mexican mom would like their kid to end up with somebody que se joroba, with somebody that slouches. So, párate derecho. Stand up straight. Número 5. Acábate todo. Finish it all. I mean, everything that is in your plate. If you meet your suegros, your in-laws, it's very likely that it will happen in a social context and therefore there will be food involved. No te atrevas, don't you dare not to finish everything en el plato, in your plate. Not finishing la comida de tu plato, the food in your plate, can be interpreted as many things, none of them far favorable to you. They will be like, oh, they didn't finish the food, they didn't like it. What kind of crazy person doesn't like pozole? Or what kind of crazy person doesn't like tacos or whatever they served? Oh, maybe they were too hungry. Why didn't they say it at the beginning? They shouldn't have let us serve him all of that food. You're never gonna look good when you don't finish your food. So please just cómetelo todo, acábatelo todo, eat it all, finish it all. You really don't want to appear wasteful or ungrateful. Desperdiciar la comida, wasting food, is the other super gigantic sin that you can commit in a Mexican household. So yeah, not being idle and not finishing your food, you don't want to do this. So please don't. Número 6. Be extra nice to your significant other, but not touchy-touchy. Cuando conoces a tus suegros, when you meet your in-laws, make sure you show a lot of courtesy to your significant other. This is not the right time to be teasing them or making, like inside jokes. Don't. Leave that for, when you're alone. Sé amable. Be nice to them. Open doors, move chairs, bring them drinks, and all of those sweet little things we do for the person that we love, except the PDA. Don't, okay? Because we Latinos, we know we are super passionate and all of that, but when it comes to showing the physicalities of love, let's call it like that, in front of our parents, oh no, we are super conservative in that aspect. You know what I realized? That 5 out of these things are things that actually my mom asked me to do. So basically, what you have to do to impress your in-laws, if they're Mexican, is act as if you were Mexican yourself and you were just trying to be nice for your mother or your Mexican father. Muy bien, mi gente, muchas gracias por quedarse hasta el final. Thank you very much for staying until the end. Son lo mejor, you are the best. And please do let me know in the comments how it went. Did you have fun meeting your suegros? Did you dread it? Was it horrible? How did it go? I want to know it all. Please tell me. And to take your Spanish to the next level, remember, check out that free Spanish training I told you about. Check it out. It's in the description box. This was Paulísima y fue un placer estar con ustedes. Hasta la próxima. Remember to subscribe to the Spring Spanish YouTube channel, like this video, and share it with anyone interested in learning Spanish for good.